What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So we have a brand new event that has gone live today known as the Blaze of Glory event. Now we're going to talk about how you can complete this event in the fastest way, showcasing all of the rewards and all of that good stuff. So if you do find the video informative or helpful at any point, don't forget to hit that like and sub button, but let's go ahead and jump into it. So this event was added today. It is going to last only around a week and a half. So you can see from the timer, it already says 8 days and something hours remaining. So it's not that long of an event. Now, the good news is it doesn't require too much, and it took me around 2 hours to complete the event from start to finish. Now, the event works very similar to a lot of events that we've seen in the past, for example, to the Terminator one. So you're going to have to collect Blaze Bucks. There's two different ways that you can get this. One is off of eliminated players, which is in multiplayer, and then zombies off of eliminated zombies, and then in Warzone off of supply caches. So Warzone, even if you eliminate a player, they will not drop it. So just wanted to let you guys know that that's the only way that you're able to get them. Now, what you do is you have to collect a total of 255 of them and then cash them in for rewards. So depending on the reward that is available, there's some that cost you 10, some will cost 20, a reward that will cost 50, and then one that costs 100. So you'll need a total of 255 to pretty much complete the entire thing. Now, the most important reward, in my opinion, in this entire event is the brand new camo. This is known as the highly decorated camo. Here's an early preview and a showcasing of what it looks like. So upon completing the entire event, that is the final reward that you unlock. It's available for pretty much all Black Ops 6 weapons. There's two different variations, so depending if you own Black Cell or not. If you don't have Black Cell, then you get the purple highly decorated version, and that's it. If you do have Black Cell, you'll also get the highly decorated Black Cell variant on top of the regular additional style. Now, some people, they may not be fans of this camo, but I think it's a start to get camo rewards finally added into Black Ops 6, although we're like 3 seasons already into the game. I think it's a start. Maybe the camos are going to start getting better. They're going to get even more animated, and maybe in future events, we'll start seeing some better rewards. But let's go over all of the rewards that are available upon completing this event. So the very first one, which I just went ahead and did them in order, this one is going to cost you 5. It's available in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. It did take like a second to load in, but it's a 30-minute double XP token. So that's the first item. Then the second one that's going to cost you 10. By the way, all these are in the same exact placement for everyone. So if there's a potential reward here that you don't like, you can go ahead and skip that. But that is a large decal that's going to be available for that. And then the third reward that you're going to be able to unlock is the Big Win Jackpot Emblem. Then the fourth reward that we have, this one's now going to cost you 20, and that is a 45-minute double weapon XP token. Now, going on into the second category, we have a new animated calling card called Roll It, which is going to cost you 10 Blaze Bucks. The next reward following that, costing 10 Blaze Bucks as well, is the Phoenix Up Gobblegum. So this is only available for zombies. The next reward following that is also available for zombies only, and that's going to cost you 20, and that is the Frost Blast Field Upgrade. And then going on to the last reward that you get here within this row, this is going to cost you 20 Blaze Bucks, and that is going to be the new Vendetta reward, which is only available for multiplayer. So that is like the new perk that they have where you can spot people who have eliminated you in the past before. But going on to the 50 that you need, this is the brand new emote known as a Look At This. I do have an early preview to showcase of that here, so this is what it actually looks like, and I guess this is one of the better rewards that we have here compared to the other ones that are like double XP tokens, calling cards, emblems, and stuff like that. But then the last reward that we have here, which is going to cost you a total of 100, and that is a Battle Pass tier skip. So that is the most expensive thing that you can get here from this event. It's a little disappointing because I know a lot of the players who regularly play Call of Duty are already done with their Battle Pass. So getting a Battle Pass tier skip is not really the most exciting reward. From my understanding, this does carry forward into the next Battle Pass, but please correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm not too sure. But these are all the rewards that you're able to get from this event. And then upon completing everything, that's when you finally unlock the highly decorated camo. And as I mentioned before, you need a total of 255. Now, I found a couple of ways that you can actually get this done in a very quick way. I'm going to show you guys 3 tips for all the modes depending on the mode that you want to play. So the first one, which in my opinion is the slowest one that I've found, and this one's very straightforward, and that's just jumping into zombies going in for high round. So as you know, this is available in zombies. Typically, for example, like the Terminator event and some of the other collection events that we've had like this, I used to always recommend that you jump into zombies to complete these because that used to be the fastest way. It looks like with this event, they either nerfed it or I've just been very unlucky. every single zombie will have like a small spawn rate. Maybe it's like 20 to 25% chance that it'll actually end up dropping the blaze buck. So some rounds you may not get any at all. Some rounds you may see 4 or 5. Now from what I noticed, I played up to around like 28. It was around 30 minutes of in-game time, and I found myself only collecting 30 of them. So it basically took me 30 minutes to collect a total of 30. Now I'm not really a high round player, so some people were able to get to round 50, round 60. Those players mentioned that in an hour they were able to collect around 80, so 75 to 80. And if that is the case, then it would take you quite a while to complete the event, a couple hours minimum for you to get pretty much everything complete at that rate. So I feel like zombies has been nerfed. If there's a faster way that is much faster than the rate that I'm mentioning here, please comment down below and let us know. But for now, I believe zombies is one of the slowest ways that you can collect them. Now, the second way that we have is going to be multiplayer. Surprisingly, this is among the fastest ways that I have found, and that's to jump into Stakeout 24/7. With Stakeout and jumping into multiplayer, you have to actually pick them up yourself after eliminating a player, which makes it very hard. Now, the fastest way that I found in order to be able to do this was to actually use a shotgun, either using the Marine SP or the ASG. You run it around. All you have to do is either get an elimination or an assist, and I believe the spawn rate is around 50%. Even if you die after getting the elimination, you still have a chance to come back and pick it up. And with Stakeout being a super close quarter map, I was able to collect around 25 every 10 minutes of actual gameplay. So games were around 8 minutes long. I was getting 20 something, and then I would give it maybe say 2 minutes to back out and then find another match. So I was averaging around 25 every 10 minutes of consistently doing this method. Obviously, the lobbies are very sweaty. Skill-based matchmaking is cranked to the top, so it may not be that fun in order to do this. So maybe a couple of games in, you're gonna get bored and you're not gonna want to play this anymore. So this brings me on to the third way that you can complete this event in a very fast way, and that is plunder. So this one's a lot more relaxed. It's more chill. You don't even need to own Black Ops 6, and you can complete this one pretty fast. I've noticed that it's a little bit lower in terms of how many you get compared to multiplayer. So instead of like 25 or 30 every 10 minutes, it was more like 15 to 20 per every 10 minutes, and usually these matches are around like 30 minutes long. So depending on how fast you are at looting, you can actually get this done very fast. Now, what I recommend you do is you land areas where there's a bunch of supply caches, a whole lot of buildings, areas where it's super populated. Those types of spots are the places where you're going to get the best amount of loot. And you want to open up supply caches, medicine cabinets, as well as lockers. They're available in pretty much all of these. There's around 50% spawn rate for all of these, except for the red ones. They actually will spawn in 100% of the time. So if you know any areas where these spawn frequently, you could go over there, land on them, and then get yourself some guaranteed ones. But when you take a look here at an example from one of the games, it took me around 10 minutes and then I was able to collect 22. So every hour you're able to collect around 120. So within like 2 hours and something minutes, you should be done with the event. So not a very hard event. That's why they're not giving us too much time. Usually we'll get maybe like 2 weeks and then it'll be a little bit more difficult to collect. But here it's very simple and straightforward. A couple of hours and you should be completed with this entire thing. But that's all that I got for you guys in this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any other tips that could potentially be a lot faster than this, comment it down below to help each other out. But it's been your boy Chizo. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.